Hello guys, so in this video I want to give you some tips on how you can make yourself feel a little bit more like a robot, because there may be days when you're practicing other styles and then you try to come back to robot and you lose that feeling. It's like you need to try and get that feeling again. So first thing you can do is grab some white gloves, or if you can get them, satin gloves, preferably the long sleeve ones that go up your arms, because that's what the OGs use. And the next thing would be get yourself some clothes that make you feel more robotic. I'm not really wearing my robot clothes today, but if you have some glasses or a mask, anything that hides your face, then you can get into the character a little bit more and hide your facial expressions, because your face has a lot to do with robot too. So you already look more robotic if your face is covered, because then you don't see facial expressions. If you're really good though, you can work on your facial expressions and use it to your advantage, because your face can also, like, you can start to like do stuff with your mouth, like, and kind of create like the illusion that you're like a robot talking and stuff. So you can do that if you're really good at it, but for now, there's just some tips. So the first tip I want to give you, besides what I just said, is your feet. So I do this one a lot, and it just involves holding any pose and then going up like this. So your heel is just lifting off the ground, like boom, boom. And when I do this, I'm kind of like keeping my body still, my body stiff and flat, and then I'm just kind of leaning back. So notice straight leg. Don't have a straight leg when you do this. Bend the knee like zin, zin, and then add like a bounce at the end, like bounce, 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 bounce. Okay? And then you can try the other side. Bounce, 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 bounce. And all I'm doing is I'm just lifting my heel off the ground, bending my knee, and then I can feel it in my core going boom, boom on the way back. Boom, boom. You may feel it a little bit in your back too, like boom, boom. That's cool to do it like that. I'm not using my chest to pop at the moment. I'm just going boom, boom. So this is all core, but if you want, you could go. So you use your breath work and go like to activate the chest, like boom, 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 boom. That's a little bit harder to do your chest, so that's more of an advanced technique. You want to use that. For now, just practice without your chest, unless you find it easier to use your chest, like. And when we're doing the chest pop, don't do this, like boom, 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 boom. We're not trying to bring our chest out like this, and we're not trying to bring our chest up like this either. The pop that I'm doing is specifically breath work, okay? So, to show you what I mean, maybe this side, if I bring my chest out like this, as far out as I can go, right? Chest doesn't go out further than that. Now, watch what happens if I breathe in. I get extra pop, extra width just from breath only, right? Ready? Look. So this is an inwards hail, like. Now if we do that a little bit lower, that's breathing in only. So I call this an inhale kind of chest pop, right? So now, if you want, you could probably do something similar with an exhale, like. This is activating a little bit more of your diaphragm, like. So it's not the same. Now ready? Okay, inhale versus exhale. They activate different muscles. One's here, one's up here a bit more, right? And then doing this one is really like down here in the lower back area, like down the bottom. So these are all different muscles. So when I do this, that's bottom. And when I do chest pop, I'm really inhaling to get that chest. Okay, so the next concept I want to teach you besides that is a bounce. So just adding a bounce, 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 bounce. Pick any pose you want and just add a bounce to it. And as you stop, a bounce stop I should say. So boom, boom, boom. And how many bounces you do is up to you. 1, 2, 3. I would say do 3 just for this, or 2 or 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, when we do it like this, we can add like a shake or something, right? So 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's some positions are a little bit harder to get that bounce. So what we can do is you can try a rocking technique with your knees. So like, all I'm doing is I'm just rocking like back and forth a little bit like this. Or from the side it looks like this, like my hips are going side to side. And trying to keep everything like centered, if that makes sense. So when I rock, I want my whole body to be moving. So like you're shifting weight or something. So what we can do is come up onto the heel, down, add that rocking, switch, boom. Now come up onto the heel and then add the rock. Now up, boom, and down, and up, boom, and down, up, maybe turn, down, add that rocking technique down here. So we can add the rocking technique down here, up, even up here. So we can, these make you feel a little bit more robotic when you do them, right? Boom, or add the bounce up here. So boom, pa, boom, pa. Boom, pa, boom, pa. Okay, so this is all stuff you can do to make you feel more like a robot. And you'll probably notice it looks more robotic too. So these are like effects and textures, apart from this, which is just like a little boom, boom, boom. This is more of a drill, but we can use this technique in so many angles. So if we're doing a bounce, we already know we can do like a bounce in different poses. Boom, boom. Or we can do a bounce pretty much anywhere. Even like we can do a bounce like this. With the knees this time. So the knees can really add a bounce, 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 bounce. We can add the bounce like that. Bounce, 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 bounce. So there's two types of bounces I'm doing. Is mostly sidewards, like a horizontal bounce, which is like boom, 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 and then there's a vertical bounce, which is like boom, boom, boom. So ready? Bounce, bounce, bounce. So this one comes from the knees, boom, 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 and this one comes more from the core, like boom, boom, boom. My knees aren't really doing much there. Boom, boom. And when I do a bounce like this, pop, pop, that's more of a backwards, kind of like boom, boom, bounce. So actually there's three types of bounces if you think about it. Forwards and backwards, like this. Back, forwards, and then there's sideways, boom, 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 and then there's up and down, like. So there's three types of bounces already. And what I'm going to show you next is how we can use this knee thing a little bit more, right? So pick a pose like boom, tap, and now work on going up to this position here. So rather than going like this, like backwards, try it in a different position, and now the back foot comes up. So we have back foot and front foot. This one, front foot. This one, back foot. So when we come up with the back foot, we're going like boom, pa, boom, pa, boom, pa, boom. That makes sense, right? So I actually got inspired from Mr. Steen doing this technique, because it's kind of how he does. He's floating, like his floats and stuff. You know what I mean? So like if you're like even doing miming or something, you can use like your floats and stuff. This is very like heel toe motion, right, with the float. Boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap. So I'm using that floating motion, but with robotics instead, right? So I'm just doing like front foot or back foot, and this is good for any awkward positions like. Boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom. And you notice this is also used in animation too. So T-Rex, like T-Rex style. Notice the toes. Okay, up, 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 and then get like cyclops, like. So it's all like heel, toe, and that's where the animation is coming from. It's like it's coming from this, the weight shifting, right? Boom, 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 ta, boom. So that helps you feel more robotic and animated as well. Like an example, if I'm doing waves, like. Boom, you just start to lift that heel up, sorry. Boom, boom, ta, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom. Okay, so that's a technique I wanted to show you, is the heel, toe, front foot and back foot, and it works for so many ideas. So when you feel like you're getting stuck and you lose that robotic feeling, just go back to the basic boom, boom, ta, or the bounce, like boom, boom, ta, boom, boom, like boom, boom, or boom, boom, or the back foot, like boom, or like this, even straight arm. So now this is where we can use the like straight legs this time. So imagine your robot it's got no knees this time, and the robot's just moving like this. Okay. So a robot's moving like this because it's got no knees this time. The robot will probably do this, right? Boom. Just because it's got no knees, it's only moving at the feet. Or it would be like this. So for the sound effects, so we can do it like that, like here, boom, boom, ta, 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 right? So straight leg version, and I'll show you just the bonus thing as well. So if a robot's got no legs, we can also go like this. They kind of imagine a robot's trying to walk with no legs. A robot, if it's got no knees, it might also start sliding with its feet. So you have to imagine how would a robot actually move, right? If a robot's got no knees, then it's kind of sliding everywhere, or it's going or it might go boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap. Okay? So that's a pretty cool thing you can try as well. Anyway guys, that's the video ended. Hope it helps. Peace.